Welcome back to the dojo, y'all. Welcome back to the Daily Discussions. I'm your host, Prof.Hawk, Sensei. And I'm glad you're tuning in. I'm glad you can make it, right? The topic of discussion for today is that meme, bro. 100 men versus the gorilla. I feel like I need to talk about this. 100 men versus a gorilla. I've seen countless people say, man, y'all crazy. Y'all don't think 100 men could, man, 100 men could do that easy. 100. 100. Yeah, 100. I feel you. That's a lot for one gorilla to deal with. It truly is. But I got a couple questions I want to ask, right? The first question I want to ask is, who are these 100 men who would actually volunteer for this experiment? Who's going to donate their body to science? I'd love to know. Not only that, right? Out of those 100 men, who's going first? Who's going to make the first move? Right? If you're one of the people who believes 100 men of today, 100 men of today can take that thing down, right? If you one of the people who believe that, I want you to sign up for the tournament. I want you to sign up for that experiment, right? If you are not going to be one of the ones who will step into that arena, bro, let that shit go, bro. Stop trying to convince everybody else that we can defeat a gorilla. None of y'all is going to sacrifice yourselves for science. Y'all don't believe in it or care about it that damn much. That you gonna be like, yeah, I know we can do it, and I'm willing to try. This is what I be talking about, man. Human beings and their arrogance. It don't matter what you think about me, your perceptions or whatever. I'm only using the 100 men versus the gorilla as an analogy to ask you this question. Are you going to do that? Are you one of those 100 men? Do you believe you're one of the chosen ones? Do you believe that against all odds, you are one of those 100 men? If so, pack your bags, sign up, see who's willing to make this happen. Because I know somebody's going to make it happen. Y'all keep talking about it. Y'all not letting nobody forget about it. Whether it's a fact or not, right? You gotta really look at this scenario. Really look at this scenario, right? The average gorilla weighs 430 pounds. 430 pounds. That's bigger than any of your biggest linebackers and offensive, defensive linemen that you've ever seen. 430 pounds. And it's all muscle. It's all muscle, right? But here's where the real difference comes in. I Googled it. I looked it up. It says that Mighty Joe Young here, right? The average gorilla has a deadlift weight strength of 1,763 kilograms. I looked it up. Bro. He has enough strength to lift an ox. He has enough strength to lift the smallest and some of the biggest oxes, or oxen, I should say. How much damage do you think you're going to do with one of your punches? How much damage do you think you can inflict on that thing's body with just your punches? You got to go for the most riskiest. Y'all talking about gouging his eyes out. You risk getting your fingers and hand, your whole arm ripped and bit off. Right? Most human beings are not coordinated or dedicated enough to see that thing through. Y'all gonna be pushing each other and shoving each other to the gorilla. Y'all gonna be sacrificing one another. Just until the thing is worn out enough that y'all can actually try to do some damage. And after that happens, y'all probably done lost at least like 70, 80 people. Like, and y'all think that this thing won't be able to think? Who says that he even wants to participate? He might climb up the wall or something. You know what I mean? Get refreshed, come back down, pick off a couple more y'all, go back in his hut or climb back up the tree, wait till y'all fall asleep, come back down. Man, y'all, all I'm saying is, human beings are far too arrogant. None of y'all are going to fight that thing. None of the people that's talking about, yeah, 100 men can do it. I guarantee you're not one of them. That's the problem with people. Y'all love speaking for everybody else in a matter-of-factly manner. It's crazy to me, right? It's crazy to me that y'all really believe that 100 men of today can do this thing. When the gorilla gets started, right? Everybody who see what happens to this man is gonna be demoralized. You're gonna lose all your motivation. Everything in you is gonna say retreat, retreat. Like, if you see a man get ripped apart limb by limb, and you proceed, man, you deserve to go to Valhalla. No bullshit. You deserve to make it to Valhalla. If y'all really believe 100 men of today, because that's all we got to work with. We can't use anybody who's no longer here. They're no longer here. It's got to be men that have absolutely nothing to lose. Probably people that's on death row or something. And this is their only opportunity for freedom. That's the only way something like that would even possibly work. Who's gonna set this thing up? Who's gonna get the gorilla? Who's gonna pay these people and their families? Because all of them are not gonna make it home. Who's gonna do it? I mean, we can just sit back and just, joke and laugh about this, But it seemed like y'all taking it way too serious. Like, I know that none of y'all are gonna run up and try to clash with that gorilla, bro. A real live gorilla. Mighty Joe Young, bro. Kerchak from Tarzan, bro. Like, you for real? Are you for real? And I want them to get the biggest, strongest, silverback they could find, bro. I wanted to be the most intimidating, most fearsome, I want him to have battles. I want him to have just one eye that works because he done been in so many fights with other gorillas. Like, he battled hard. Like, I want y'all to come against the biggest, strongest, most toughest, most meanest gorilla that ever lived against the modern, docile men of today, who seem to be the most arrogant. The most arrogant. I know none of y'all are going to donate your bodies to science. I know y'all not going to do it. I know y'all not going to do it. And I'm definitely not going to do it because I know I can't do it. Why would I even entertain the thought of this if I don't think I could do it myself? Man, bro, I feel like exactly what's gonna happen, exactly what you think is gonna happen is gonna happen. They're gonna be this debate. I feel like this debate is not gonna end until 100 men go in there and face off against that beast. I really don't believe this debate is ever going to end until y'all put this thing through the scientific methods. Y'all had this hypothesis, right? I want to see y'all put it to the test. I want to be the one to record the whole thing. I'm joking. I don't want to be traumatized like that, because I know exactly how that thing's going to turn out, right? I probably should have called this video something else, but because this is the hot topic right now, you know what I mean, 100 men versus the gorilla. But I could just say the arrogance of man. You know what I mean? The arrogance of man. Y'all sit back in y'all nice comfy houses, y'all mansions, your apartments or whatever, clicking on your keyboards and your phones talking about, yeah, 100 men can do this. All the men who said that, I want y'all to round these men up. I want y'all to round these men up and let them, not even let them fight, let them stare that gorilla in the face by themselves. I want each one of these 100 men to look this beast in the eye while it's in its cage, so it remember your face. You know what I mean? The arrogance of man, bro. Man and his science. I hope God power up that gorilla so much so that none of y'all can't do nothing, no matter how tired and exhausted he is, bro. Because that's the problem with man. Y'all always want to challenge nature. Y'all always want to bring chaos into peace. This is why the aliens ain't came to visit us. Because all y'all gonna want to do is try to kill them. That's all y'all want to do is just kill something. Y'all have a deep down ingrained, insatiable bloodlust that has been passed down for eons and generations. So much so that even now in modern times, with the most docile man has ever been, y'all want to argue that 100 men can best a gorilla. Well, since y'all been talking so big, go ahead. Put your money where your mouth is. Donate your body to science, because that's essentially what you will be doing. If 100 men versus the gorilla is not good enough for you as a title, the subtitle will be The Arrogance of Man. How's that? The Arrogance of Man. 100 men versus a gorilla. The Arrogance of Man. With that being said, Prof.Hawk signing out. Hawk Sensei bid you do. I hope you're waking up every day with a plan, a purpose, and a smile. If you're not waking up with a plan and a purpose and a smile, hey, at least you're waking up. I'm just really just taking this all in, man. The ridiculousness of it all. But whatever. Class dismissed. Y'all take care. Don't forget to like the video because I know you liked it. Share the video because why not? We're not selfish. We're not stingy over here. And last but not least, subscribe because you came back too many times not to push that button. Take care, y'all.